Hello there, friends. Today we are going to discuss Caleb Williams' first card versus CJ Stroud's rookie card, and what are they valued at in a PSA 10 grade, as well as some entrance points and some exit points if you're looking to get your hands on this card. So let's discuss Caleb Williams. This is the 2022 Bowman University Chrome Prospects card. I guess you could consider it a rookie. They call it his first Bowman card, number 50, PSA 10. Now, not a true rookie card, of course, because he is yet to make it to the league, but we are anticipating a very high draft choice for Caleb Williams in this offseason that's upcoming, and, well, that creates buzz, and buzz is important, especially when there's no games to be played, and that's why I like taking a look at this card in particular. So, first things first, blue, orange, red, yellow, green. Those are the most important numbers for us to consider if we're considering buying this card. Taking a peek at the graph real quick, we're seeing definitely some volatility on this card. We got a low of $54 all the way up to $100, and that one has happened a couple times. So just about 100% swing from top to bottom means that there might be opportunities for us to turn and burn this card by getting our hands on it on the cheap and putting it on sort of like a buy it now or a higher auction minimum. Pretty cool card. First things first, of course. Look at that. I think it's a nice action to it. Definitely doesn't have the flash that many new cards have out there, and likely what his true first rookie card will be. Definitely won't have that flash in this card, but it's still pretty cool, right? Anyways, we're looking at blue. Average price point of these 15 data set points that we have. These are all sales that recently happened through eBay. And the $73.77 is the average bid price that it took in order to win one of these cards in a PSA 10 grade. Cool, right? Interestingly enough, these numbers, or this blue number, is very close to what Jordan Love's PSA 10 rated rookie card from Donruss, I believe 2020, is going for right now as well. So there's a bit of a comparison in price point. He is, this being a rare moment for him, upcoming, people are speculating certainly in the positive direction for this card. Is it worth $73.77? I'm going to say a big fat no. That's not what I'm getting in on this card at. Not even close. I'd be looking more along this orange number, and this orange number is what the sellers are going to be taking home after they subtract the fees from the auction site. Remember, it costs money to list your cards and sell your cards, and this is what they get to take home. We have green, yellow, red. These are first offer, second offer, third, and probably final, depending upon what the bottom third of sales look like. First offer is 70% of P, which is that blue, so $51.64. Yellow, $55.33 is 75%, and an 80% of P is $59.01. Now let's take a look at the bottom third. You know me, I like to get into the bottom third of sales. So we got to go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $56.96, which falls right around that yellow mark, which is about what I expected, right? Because you have those $200 sales that are certainly kicking that market up a little higher on average than it probably would normally be. So for me, I'm not going any higher than $55. $55 is my personal entrance point on this card. It's what I think I can get and get a good value for it. And then if you go down into the top third of sales, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're looking at $77.53, which would net you about $67. On a quick turn and burn situation, you'd be making about $12 in profit on this card. So that's not too bad, especially when you consider that we have the draft coming up and there's going to be additional buzz on the name. Now, how does this card stack up with the latest rookie sensation, CJ Stroud? And as you can tell, not even close. About a 2.5x on the Williams card in order to get to the price point of CJ Stroud. But that's to be expected because Stroud is crushing it in the league. and is a little less speculative as far as his potential. I mean, he is a beast right now. So this is the 2023 Mosaic rookie card, number 292 in a PSA 10 grade. Blue, we're looking at 178.88 as your average bid price to win. We also have orange at 154.88. And let's take a look at the consistency of this card. So we're 123.49 is your low, 227.60 is your high, and lots of sales hang right around that $200 point. So I'm going to bet it's going to be hard for us to get in on that 75% P, but let's give it a go. Let's see where we're at. So 75%, 134.16 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, see, 142.84 gets you right in that bottom third of sales, which is definitely closer to the red than the yellow. However, right beneath it is at 131, 129, 108, 106. So I'm thinking for me, just because these numbers exist at such a low number and have happened relatively recently, as you can tell, we're ranging from the 14th to the 18th. So there's just about a 4-day swing on these. I'm thinking 130 is my max out. So right between green and yellow is where I would like to be on this card as far as keeping an eye on the market. It might take a few various auctions for me to get my hands on it, or various sellers for me to get my hands on it at a price point similar to that. But that's where I would like to stay. And in order to get into the top 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're looking at 195, which in turn brings you about 168. So a return of about $38 on a turn and burn, sort of stay calm and see what happens kind of situation. Now, my biggest concern is this. Playoffs are going on right now, and he could lose next week, right? And that honestly would not be surprising if it happened. And after that, we've got an entire off season to wonder, an entire off season to likely watch the hype kind of dissipate for a moment as we look at new draft picks. So that is why, I know it's crazy, that is why I am probably a bit more interested in this card than I am the CJ Stroud right now. I think we're definitely peaking for a quick moment. It's been a prolific rise for CJ Stroud's card here in the Mosaic, but I think there's going to be a bit more interest in the near future, especially if Stroud doesn't make it to the Super Bowl or win the Super Bowl, which is, I mean, he's got a chance. He's got a chance. And so if you're willing to take that chance on him potentially winning a Super Bowl, you could certainly find a way to make a few extra bucks off this card. But I think I'd rather take, the $8 all day long on this card right now. However, the market, as you can see, is certainly less liquid. Far fewer cards on the market, which is why I think it could be a bit more volatile. Anyways, what do you think of these numbers? What do you think they're both worth? Let me know down below, as well as which of these cards do you think that you prefer to have in your personal collection, or which card you would like to get your hands on in order to try and make some profit elsewhere, and why. Take care, my friends.